I'm going to start reading from my first book I put together. This one is entitled Stone Stare. She walks all over me without the decency of taking off her stilettos. She coats her insecurities with beauty, bottles and bottles of it, until she loses her true identity. They call her modern-day Monroe. Confrontation is her weakness. She is mine. The tip of her tongue trembles, not swallowing the lies it's sinfully wishing to expel. Truths hide in her fable, black words on every page, an outer monologue unleashed by her inner hell, a place where heaven can't be reached. She turns my words into insignificance. She incorporates my genuine nature in her game. What a worthless, wrathful wenchwoman, a being so falsely beautiful that it's not worthy of a single glance. But my eyes, they're still glued to her. Her ivory flesh hides the Satan within, in the most clever of ways. When her paths crossed, it was virtue's last dawning day. Her black irises of hell's flame and her hair of venomous threads can be sensed from light years away. No wonder heaven is up so high. I'm in this Medusa's mist. I'm losing mind. I'm losing this war. I still let her walk all over me. It's all over now. Her stilettos pierce through my core. A core so vulnerable, a core just right for her passive-aggressive appetite. She engulfs her victims one by one with just one look. That's all it took to turn my core to stone. Brittle-boned. Dear son, please don't end up like me. Brittle-boned, heart of stone, head of sponge, body unwilling to take that plunge. Price placer, elapsed time chaser. A priceless moment of only $19.95 and $5 shipping and handling. Now blow out your candles, son, all 21. Look back at the person you used to be. Compare it to who you've become. Tell me you don't see time spent spending today in a yesterday that won't take you to a tomorrow. The tomorrow you will probably waste with another yesterday. Your spirit weakens, your mental state wastes away. You brittle-boned boy, fuse your broken bits and take a walk. Come to the three-way stop and take the time to smell the daffodils, the roses, even those weeds. Actually smell them. Look at the stars, Polaris, lost souls, the works. Actually look at them. Listen to nature speak. It's a beautiful song. Let your mind reside in the moment. It won't cost you a thing. Happy birthday. Enjoy it while your youth is still intact. And please, please, don't ever end up like me, alone in a dark box, wishing I could have spent more time in today. Sensory symphony. Cool liquid hits my face. Warm winds tickle my bare arms. Can you feel it? Scent of hyacinth overflows in my nose. A freshly trimmed lawn overpowers it. And with a splash of rain, nature's perfume is made. Can't you smell it? Sparrows whisper their angelic song to me, accompanied by a dove's symphony. Can you hear it? A drop of heaven's treasure rests on my tongue. It trickles down my throat to quench a thirst that has only just begun. Can't you taste it? I spin and fall on the grassy terrain. Mom tells me the grass is green. Too bad I can't see it. I bet it's beautiful. I can feel it. I know you can, too. Am I loud enough? Okay. And I'm reading from my new chapbook entitled The Bohemian Series. It is not for sale after the whole thing. Okay. Insomnia. Eyes refuse to remain shut, trying to match my heart's inner state. No matter how much my mind tires, it wants to stay awake. Why sleep when I can dream half awake? Why dream when I'm living the dream in these deep dark hours of the night? In this dark room with only three things: a bed, my body, and my thoughts. These thoughts that torture, these enlightening thoughts that give off a blinding white light. Artistic creations shine through, they're so bright. I turn this night to day, and this is exactly why I am always wide awake. Insomnia, it is you who I embrace. Part 2. If nighttime were a human, I would sleep with it. Sleep with it so good that I would never need to sleep again. But in the end, I never truly shut the eyes until the daylight peeks in through those blinds. I make love with nighttime all day long, with the lights on. Eyes closed, natural beauty in its entirety exposed. Invisible skeleton. And today's the day you would tell me of the shredded paper you found under my bed. And when you connected the pieces, you were shocked at what it said. Your face drew a blank matching the void on the page, with creases and tears and dents, like the trenches in world wars. Only those were real. Those weren't empty, full of dirt, bodies both alive and dead, left to decay, like the skeletons under my bed. The skeleton you can't read. The culprit was disappearing ink. Secrets forever etched on this key to my heart, and these deep dark demons, you won't find them in my closet. You won't find them on my tattoos or even in my irises, no. Keep all those paper pieces. Walk away from this war. Hide like a coward in a debris-filled ditch, or just lay on someone's bedroom floor. Puzzle piece person. A song speaks more than a well-to-do lady's daily gossip. Pen ink spills on a page to form art in the form of words. A storm cloud releases rage to release a little weight off its shoulders, to share a little pain in the form of tear rain. A heart's heart speaks more than the beating you hear as you lean your ear against your lover's chest. A puzzle piece person crawling along each day to find a place to fit in needs some recognition. Loving in a room full of hate, peacemaking in a time of war, lovemaking in a time of crazed, lust-filled days. A song speaks more than a speech given by the ignorant man that fools himself into thinking we're separate from a grain of sand. This is for the person that has thought, said, or even yelled. Can't we all just get along? For crying out loud, we all sing the same song. One puzzle piece missing is a masterpiece missing its master. Those of us who stand up after every fall are the ones that put beauty in the so-called disaster. Faster and faster we fall, higher and higher we fly, crying to see, dying to see a seed flourish where there was once a dead weed, growing between the cracks of old concrete. And this is a poem I wrote. It's based off actual arms and firearms. I kind of did a play on words with it. You put your arm around me. I take your other hand in mine. I release it and notice your palm's intricate design. Never been much of a palm reader, but I see crevices, intersections, parallels, art within chaos, on fire. The firearms, murderers, killers of art through destruction. These arms that hold me can very well kill me. Embrace me if love is what you seek. Encase me if it's words of war you speak. Drown me in water so I cannot burn alive. These arms, these hands can comfort me. These arms, these hands can take breaths away in the most devastating of ways. Release that trigger from that, or release that finger from the trigger. Put out the fire from your burning arms. These bullet-spitting executors never meant to do any harm. War prevailers, a sense of protection in cold metal form. I was never much of a palm reader, but the language of holding hands, the Beatles knew all about that. Wrap your arms around me, press your body against mine, and let's do a slow dance. In the middle of this chaotic scene, we will continue to love and dream. How much time do I have?
Keep going.
Son of the sea.
Time's up.
As I was saying, son of the sea. Within the sky, beneath this horizon, and beneath the sea, a son sleeps. Left to dream to the sound of the sea's waves, within a withered seashell, full of many secrets it wishes not to expel. These secrets, you see, the salty waters will never tell. The sun wakes, shooting up through the waves, clutching onto a fin of a dolphin as it glides in the water with the speed of a cheetah. Within the season of winter blue, the sun emerges and rises. Kissing the sun, it caresses. Skyline and water dance underneath the warming spotlight. They brush each other's cheeks as they hear the dolphins speak of the promise it broke to the sea. All its secrets exposed, walls no longer enclose its limitation. And when the moon arrives, she'll cry out, "Son of sea, come back to me, for I'm much too cold to live under the day sky you sold tonight." And this poem is dedicated to Mother Nature herself. Storm clouds of smoke. Resolve the dissolved happiness. Evolve the revolving storm clouds into light spring rain, washing away the tree's pain. Contaminated by inanimate objects that fly through sky, glide in seas, and roll on man-made grounds. Disturbed by sounds far from that of a chirping songbird, perched on its sturdy limb. Growing only to climb closer to paradise. Growing older only to show us how to be wise. Growing colder only to show us what appreciation of heat is all about. Maybe one day we'll meet the sun. Maybe one day the moon will actually smile back. Rather than weep for the sky that turns gray, not for the storm approaching, but for the fuel we force feed it. Clouds of smoke fill Mother Nature's lungs. Her coughs rumble in the clouds. We hear thunder and expect rain. Next time, listen to it and feel her pain. And here's a sun poem that I made especially for the theme tonight, entitled "A Sun, a Flower, the Enigma." Disoriented bees burn as they touch its enigmatic surface. Flowers wilt when its rays don't give the petals a break. A blind beauty billions of miles away, yet it is still able to touch us. A star once told me that everything I see in the sky is dead. His brothers and uncles and fathers all shine illusion. But this massive boiling ball, it's alive. The star mother never burns you with lies, only with their self-made fire. I once had a nightmare. The moonlight was crying due to its premonition of disappearing. It can't light up the sky on its own. He warned me of the dark days to come, how the blackness of sky will embrace the brilliant blue and turn it into a hellish hue. Eyes can be blind, but not for long, so I woke up. I lay in my bed and contemplate, immerse myself in worry. Is morning really ever morning if the sun doesn't exist? What will take her place during the dawning hours? Frozen breaths, crystallized souls, and frigid cold? I hope she stays where she's always been. Deep down, I hope that nightmares never come true. Deep down, I know that they do. But they say that at one point she will inflate and engulf us all. We will only burn to later freeze forever in time. And this is not a sun poem. This is titled "In the Air." Something's in the air, I swear. Up, up in the air. Down, down, pushing me down. Inhale, 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 till there's no more air. Untripped grass blades stand still. Nothing's in the air, I swear. Up, up in the sky is my mind. Down, down on the ground are the soles of my feet. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Blow out the debris, the only cure to this incurable disease. Hate spreads like wildfire, the blazing sun a new enemy. Love is coated with sinful desires, glazed with ill words, filling lungs beyond capacity. Mind-contaminating sounds plant themselves in the brain, adding the N to sane, inching closer to God only knows where. Can't anyone see? Something's in the air. I swear it's everywhere. So stop your complaining and your breathing and keep on waiting until your heart stops beating.